Okay, so hello. So while everybody is joining us, I wanted to show you guys this cute angled split fabric cup that I've seen done a few times and I really liked it. So I kind of wanted to show an easier way, or I guess a way that I found to do it so that you're not just winging it trying to cut your fabric and messing fabric up and stuff. So I hope this helps. You know, maybe you've already figured this out. I don't know. But anyway, so this one I did a split 90s and 80s fabric, and it is both sides. It is like angled pieces all the way around. So I still have to glitter those rims, but hi. Thank you for joining me, guys. So this is what my template ended up looking like. Ignore all the little cut marks. But this is what my template ended up looking like for that cup. And that one is, I think that one was like a 32 ounce plump, I think. I can't remember. So I thought I had two of the same cardstock here, but I don't. Okay, so for this, how I did it, okay, just my way, is I use cardstock, and I have just two normal pieces of cardstock here, and I'm going to tape them together real quick, and I'll show you what I did. All right, now I'm going to do today's on a 30 ounce straight skinny. So, hi. So for this one, okay, I go ahead and I wrap the inside, I tuck it in, I guess, and then fold it over nice and tight so that it fits firmly all around the cup. Hey, girl. All right, and then I just take like one of my 100 blades that I have laying on my table here, and I cut okay, so I'm cutting against this and I'm just dragging it down. If it doesn't cut all the way through, that's fine. I'll use my scissors. But this way I have a template for exactly the shape of the cup. And save your extra piece because you can use that on the next one. Hello. All right, so now I'm just going to make sure the top overlaps a little. I don't know what I did there. How did I mess that up? Okay, I'll cut a little extra off the top. Honestly, this is just a guide. It doesn't have to be exact, but you want it pretty close. Okay, so now from here, I just kind of take... Now, you can measure this exact if you want to, okay? For me, I just eyeball it. I cut my rims anyway, so the top doesn't have to be exactly perfect. But I cut a little nick for the top of the cup, just so I know how tall the cup is, okay? And then I just eyeball it all the way down. Now, like I've told y'all on other videos, I'm pretty good at keeping my lines straight. I think I went a little off with that one. Oh, I did pretty good on that. Okay. So now from here, you have your shape that fits exactly your cup. Okay? All around, it fits your whole cup. The scissors. These are my fabric scissors. And I have like, these are both no longer for fabric, but this one is more been used on paper more, so it's my paper scissors now. And this one is the one for I use in my office on fabric. But neither one of them do I actually use in my fabric room on fabric. I know, my whole scissor ordeal. Okay, back to this template, okay? So now you have your template. So what you need for this is a straight edge, okay? Now, I like to use what I have here. So I just grabbed a box. Don't judge me, okay? And you need a pen, obviously. Something to write with. So let me angle you down and show you what I do. Okay, can you see? I'm trying to see if you can see the top of I can't see the screen. Can you see the top of this here? Yeah, you can. Okay. So this is my template here. All right. Now I go from the top corner to the middle, okay? Give or take, you know. Give or take the middle. It's kind of hard to do when I'm not like standing over it. I'm gonna mark where I see the middle to be. And then just draw your line. That's not super accurate, but you know, it doesn't matter. All right, so now I'm gonna cut this off. Okay, I'm gonna take this to the other side. I'll answer questions in just a minute. And now we have another full piece. And I'm going to do the same thing. Okay? But this time I'm going to kind of eyeball the middle up here. It's not exactly the middle. You could always measure if you wanted these pieces to be exact. Okay? I'm trying to judge if this looks right. It looks pretty good. And boom, we have our two shapes. Oh, you have some of these scissors? Yes, aren't they great? Okay, so now I have my two pieces of fabric. So, oh, I'm going to throw those out of the way. I don't have enough room here. I never have enough room. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to use Cinderella Creations and Cinderella Sketch. Okay. So I think I'm going to do, one of these pieces is a little bigger than the other. So I think I'm going to do the bigger piece, the Cinderella Sketch. So I'll show you how I cut this. I started from this. Oh, it's so hard to see. You can see, right? Okay, yeah. I started from the top corner, the top left corner of the fabric. Although my last cup that I did was a little bigger, so I have a little bit more room to work with here. So you can get two out of this easy, but I'm just going to kind of see what, I don't know if I want the mice. Yeah, maybe I do. Maybe I don't. Because this already has all the mice on it. Just got to kind of decide what I want on here. Sorry, bear with me, guys. I'm trying to see what's going to be on this. Okay, I think I'm going to go right down the center of this one here. And then on the next cup, I can make one strip a little thinner. And I'll get another cup out of this one. Okay, so now my advice to you, what I learned is don't go exact with your template, make it a tiny bit wider, okay? So I think I'm going to go a tiny bit wider on this side so I can save this section of the fabric for the next cut. Now, if you have like a rotary fabric cutting board, anything like that, that would make this a lot easier, but that's okay. Okay. Save those. We can always work with those later. So here is piece number 1. Now for piece number 2, doesn't really matter. This is all like the same type of print. So I'm going to start from the top left corner like I told you guys. And I am going to make this one a tiny bit bigger too. Okay, and piece number 2. So, okay, these are done. And so you could always label this and save these because they are out of cardstock, so they'll last. And then you wouldn't have to do this again. Mod Podge. I need a new Mod Podge bottle, you guys. I was doing this yesterday and I realized it's like busted. Bummer. Okay. Now, I just put a coat of Mod Podge all over my cup. Nobody has any questions or nothing fun to say? Hope everybody is doing well right now. Everybody's staying healthy. This is the first time I'm not going to get to see my mama at Thanksgiving. I don't know if you guys are all staying in for Thanksgiving this year. This year has been so crazy, y'all. All right. Just making sure there's no real thick streaks. It's kind of hard when I do it on white. Okay. I'm so over it too, I'm telling you. You're working on a split right now, half NBC and half Beauty and the Beast. That's cool. All right. So I just get it on there as close to even as I can. There is some overhang on the top and the bottom, okay, but because these pieces are a little bit bigger, then I have extra to work with. So I wanted to make sure that I didn't cut it too short. So I'm going to line up my seam on this one side first. I need to trim that piece off. Okay, I don't have a whole lot extra, so I may be able to just line up my seam and smush it together. Let's see. Let's give it a shot. I'm just trying to work out some of the little wrinkles. See if I have too much fabric, if I have to wind up cutting it. I can feel it starting to dry underneath, so I'm going to add more glue. Perfect. See, I didn't have to cut that. I was just able to smush it all together and the wrinkle goes away. That's the good thing about cotton lycra fabric. And that's why I match up my seams first instead of spreading the fabric down onto the cup, because if you match up your seams first, you know if you need to stretch or if you need to, you know, smooth out the wrinkles, whatever, just like I did. Okay. Now right here, there is a tiny piece that I didn't cut straight. Okay. So I'm gonna see if I can tuck that in. Perfect. All done. Hello, hello. Oh, you got your November box and you love it. I am so glad. Aren't the colors so pretty in it? I love them so much. You guys, I absolutely love the idea of doing this split cup because, like, sometimes I mean, okay, don't get me wrong. I love fabric cups. I have a lot of fabric cups. But, you know, the more I make, I may not have that much room for them all. So, I like this idea because I can make cups with all the different fabrics that I like and not necessarily have to have 2 cups in order to see the beautiful fabrics. See, like, I wanted a cup out of this fabric and out of this fabric. I got the best of both worlds. It's perfect. It's like opens so many doors. I mean, you could even do it into, you could even cut your pieces into 3 pieces if you had tinier sections and you wanted to use your scraps, you know, or you wanted to get 3 tumblers out of 2 cuts of fabric, you could cut them into thinner strips. Oh wait, no, that would be 3 cuts of fabric. Cut thinner strips. You would get more tumblers. However, I said that backwards. You know what I mean, okay? You would get more cuts out of a piece of fabric. And like didn't make sense in my head as I was saying it back. There was a storm outside and I didn't want to turn my AC on in here because I'm afraid the power will go out. Because the outlet that my AC in here goes on is the same one that all my Christmas lights are on outside. So I was afraid it would be too much with the storm. So I'm like hot in here. It was so pretty. Oh, I'm so glad. Yeah, I don't know which ones are my favorite out of that. I love the glass slipper and the first snow of winter. They're so pretty. Oh, I should use glass slipper on this. Ooh. That would be perfect. All right. 1 coat of Mod Podge done, and then I will cut my rims tomorrow. Raven's Claw is your favorite? Yeah, it is really pretty. I got, I have a couple already for the next box. I'm excited. I don't know what I'm going to do in the next box. I think I need to change it up some so I get you guys wanting it more. We'll see. But anyway, so I hope that this helps. I hope that you guys like this idea. But it took me a while trying to figure out how to wrap my head around cutting the fabric without having a straight edge, you know, and I didn't want to just sit there and play with fabrics and, you know, what if I cut them wrong and messed it up, and I don't know. So in my head I was like trying to play this out to where I wasn't going to ruin the fabric and all that stuff. So finally I was like, I wanted to show you guys, and hopefully it helps. hopefully y'all love it too. So I guess that's it. If nobody has any questions, then I will see you guys later. I know it's been forever since I've done a video. I'm so sorry. It has been crazy here, and trying to get, you know, with my girls in softball and then the holidays coming, and it's crazy, but hopefully I'll get back on track with doing videos and stuff. So anyway though, if y'all have any questions, y'all know how to reach me. Send me a PM, leave comments here. I will see it. I will answer it. I appreciate you guys, and have a good evening. Bye.